Fire Escape Academy Inspector Training. We're here in Chicago, Wabash, and Congress. We got a nice gray fire escape. Gray fire escapes are great to talk about because they basically show everything that's wrong with the fire escape. So let's take a look at this. Must be structurally sound, must be kept painted. Every 3 years you're supposed to paint this fire escape, and it looks like every 3 years or so they've been painting, but it's been probably 5 years since they last painted this one. But because the rust will come through immediately a year or two after any repairs, this is a great one because it being gray, it shows you everything that they basically just painted right over. So the first thing you got to do is look for structural, anything that's life safety issues that could cause somebody to get hurt. So the first thing you got is the treads are all bent, and you can see the bent treads right there. So that's a trip hazard. Number two, look at all the rust coming right through the stiffener. Never removed. Look at the rust inside the cast iron weight box, ready to drop on somebody walking underneath. Let's take a look now at hardware. Look for evidence of new bolting, and you got nothing but original bolting on this fire escape. Everything's a square head bolt to a certain degree, never been changed. Look at all the supports that hold the platforms, all original hardware, square head bolts. Look at all the rails posts, full of rust, and original hardware. Look at all the joints of the platforms, rust, original hardware. Look at all the joints where the stringers come down, full of rust and original hardware, rivets and or bolts, square head bolts. Let's look up, see if we can see anything else. Every stringer on this fire escape has rust at the top clip and at the bottom clip that are rivets. These are 50 to 75 years old, if not older, depending when this building was built. And we're looking for rusty tiers. If you look down the building itself, you got rusty tiers coming down the side of the building, indicating that there's water intrusion into this. So huge issues regarding the connections on this fire escape. It's all original hardware. And they're working on this building. They got some other things going on. They're probably working on the facade, but yet they'll spend $1 million on the outside of this building, but they won't spend a few dollars getting this fire escape properly repaired. So for sure there's some issues here at this is actually Columbia College, and this fire escape does not pass inspection, and if it has a lot of college students in it, you'd have some serious issues. But this fire escape is totally structurally unsound. And look at this. This is a perfect example of something out of balance. The chain on this massive cantilever is on a rail. Look at that rail, and it already broke. So the only thing holding, so you can tell when these things are done incorrectly, that chain is supposed to have its own independent support, and right now it'll bend that rail if utilized too many times, and that cantilever, that weight will come down, and that staircase will go up. All because the only thing holding it from coming down is that chain on a rail tip, and it already broke. It's already broken up there, as you can see. Now, the way these cantilevers are supposed to work, they're supposed to be perfectly balanced. The students coming down would step on the first staircase or the second. It would activate it. It would drop 2 to 3 feet per second, hit the ground, and stay down. And it would not come back up by itself. It would stay down so that everybody can evacuate. Right now, it's backwards. You can also put a release arm on this so that it weighs 25 pounds more on the nose. So when you release it, crossing the release arm, it drops 2 to 3 feet per second, hits the ground, and stays down. Right now, it's backwards. So every time students evacuate and get off the fire escape, it goes right back up. It going back up is going to jar that chain. That chain is going to break from the rail, and then boom, you're going to have a catastrophe on your hands. Any questions on this or any other video that you've seen, give us a call here at Fire Escape Academy Inspector Training, 800-649-3333. Inspector Meneses.